sometimes. Do you think this is the year that they push a little harder on VR? Or do you think they just let it rest? I mean, is it dead?
Let's
I
talk about
huge
this
VR. They'll mention
live
VR,
reaction
they
to the
have
PlayStation
some VR
conference.
games, so I don't think it's a big.
Right now, we're just sort of waiting.
Because after playing Moss,
for
shout out to the developers of that game. After playing
Also
Moss
plug.
and knowing that it's got such a small install base, I feel so terrible.
Mod
because
I'm
it's such an
working on.
incredibly
Mod I'm helping.
beautiful,
I'm a voice
compelling
actor
game.
for,
I
basically.
wish they were doing more stuff.
No, and I think
like
One
that.
right
Sony is
here.
always great
Portal
about
Last
supporting
Hope.
their
Probably hear
platforms
the
so
other
longer than they should, and I think they're
things.
absolutely going
This
to keep
isn't
making
the
VR
conference
games,
yet.
but
We got
I
like
don't know
a
how
minute
big
left.
of a focus it will be tonight, but I
Absolutely.
think there are. I know of actually a couple VR projects
Good.
I think maybe mentioned
If
Cool
today.
stuff.
one or two of the surprises tonight could be
Alright,
VR
Portal
related,
Last Hope.
you're going to make this person
We need
very,
more
very
people to
happy.
help
I
make
got
it
some VR stuff tonight.
a real
Yeah,
reality.
yeah,
doesn't tend to
It's
play
like
well
a
on
Portal
E3
mod
stages.
Really
that's
well. But there's
story
definitely
based
some cool
and
stuff.
it's
I think
pretty
it'll be
good.
there in that regard, and I think he always really kind of
So, yeah.
celebrates the artistry of games.
Go
And,
check
know,
that
after
out.
God of War and the fidelity
Gonna
of
be a
that,
voice
we're gonna
actor
get
in
4
it, so,
presentations
yeah.
on games of that caliber. It's going to be pretty amazing. And
Chrono.gg,
we are literally
they don't
a
sponsor
minute
me, but
away
still,
now from the start
good
of the
stuff, good
PlayStation
stuff.
press conference.
Doing this
live
thing where
from
you
LA
do
Center Studios.
E3s.
Afterwards, we'll be back here with Hideo Kojima.
Sale,
He's
so
going to come
Coin
directly
Shop.
here to tell us all about Death Stranding. So I'm going to see for the first time
You get
what you
new
guys see.
games
I haven't
every
seen
day
anything. I'm not
at
joking.
really low prices.
I'm so excited about
Good
this.
games. Yeah.
The Last of Us, Spider-Man, and of course Ghost of Tsushima, and of course there'll probably be some other things. We expect the press conference to run somewhere between an hour and a half, as in past years with Sony, maybe a little bit shorter. So we'll have it all for you here, uninterrupted live coverage on YouTube, and then afterwards we'll be joined by a lot of the developers of games on stage and even some other Sony games, Concrete Genie, Dreams, which may or may not appear in the press conference, but they'll be
So
here
yeah,
with
now
us
we're just
after
gonna
the
wait.
show. So this is the final big press conference of our live at E3 coverage, and you're going to see it uninterrupted coverage. So let's head on to the LA Center Studios to get ready for the PlayStation E3 Showcase 2018 live here on YouTube. Guys, thanks so much for joining us, and here we go. Enjoy the show.
Let's do this, boys.
Please welcome Sean Layden.
Hey guys. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church. This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, it doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide, and that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loud.
Shut up.
It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santaolalla.
What is this? What is this? What a twist. Good job.
Went out one night to make a little round. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. Went back home, jumped into bed. 44 pistol under my head. I woke up in the morning at 9:30. Hacks in the back, he's standing on by. Jets and gamers standing around. Taking little Sadie to bury. I began to think.
Uncharted? This is Naughty Dog for sure.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big
What's the
lecture about my patrols. Don't
audio
go here,
thing?
Don't
What's
go
happening?
there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Eden?
Jesse.
Ellie?
Hey, don't forget
Last
we're
of
leaving
Us
first
2?
flight, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Oh, okay. Oh, how about that? Gross. You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
Everything bad is going to. Oh. Ellie is a bi little girl or a lesbian. He's only had female friends, if you realize. Yep. Last of Us Part 2. Gameplay, let's go. I'd probably end up playing this on easy mode like I did the last game because I hate survival games like this, so. But I love the stories they have. I don't like sneaking. I just don't like stealth at all. Where's my boy Joel though? I like how I asked that and then there was a hanged body. See, no player just looks at the direction they're going to go and then goes. They look back at the people that they're trying to hide from and move accordingly.
Spread out.
You went down easy. No one cares, newscast.
Watch yourself. Ethan.
What?
Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
Just press square already. Oh my god. Boom. Damn. Ah, you missed. Dead. Dead. Yeet. Damn. Merci. I'm getting called for. Hello Ty, and welcome to my live stream of me reacting to the PlayStation conference. And he's gone. That man is a strong boy. He really is a unit. Ooh. That's a lot of arrows. Oh my god! Did. She's covered in blood.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Last of Us Part 2. Let's go, boys. Naughty Dog. Aw, come on. That's pretty cool looking. All right. Come on.
more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. And I think that was a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have to just think as a person what you're coming up against.
And I can't wait to see more of that. The first gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2. Looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, generalized, you know, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of
more lag.
what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And, you know, I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, it's a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, you know, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow find more time.
But okay.
I will find time to He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids don't try this at home.
Asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the amazing Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality of 2, which you saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So
Alrighty,
this year I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board. Fair enough. But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months. And available in stores, and that's our favorite web slinger.
Of course.
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
It's great to see you guys. I'll head back to the pneumatic tube station then.
All right, please do.
All right.
And
wear the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
Is that so? Jungle? Never played it. Summit? Never played it. What a bullet. Slums? Never played it. Firing range? Never played it. Most because I never played COD at all.
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
What's happening?
That's
good
right.
to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we keep this moving here. And when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So tonight, we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3, because not only do we get to share awesome news with our audience, but PlayStation Plus subscribers get a little treat.
Get a little extra
little tasty treat.
Right, little mid E3 supply drop for you there.
There you go. Perfect.
You know, we've been sharing a lot of good news. We got to share 5 really cool announcements last week when we did our countdown, kind of ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
Tetris Effect. Is this that game with a bunch of zombies? Days Gone, yeah.
What is this? I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up, focus, remember.
Twin Mirror?
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
That's the spirit. Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Ghost Giant? Beat Saber.
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really... So let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we can see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before we cut away to the showcase.
Yeah. Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do. And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
Oh, fuck is this? Oh, Destiny.
A lonesome star in a to let things just die.
Destiny 3? Huh? Hold on, I just realized. Next chapter.
Why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
Yeah, that was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up. And guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
Not too bad.
But
Not too bad.
There's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
That's a big screen. I am impressed by this man's lungs. Damn. What? Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. Trees.
Temple's close.
Oh, there's fire in the background. That's not good. Mongols invading.
Nobu, come.
Samurai.
Where are they? Bastards! Enough! Was next samurai? Arshoneg, Artsan Gesh Podosh Batsium! Sunit Urquai Minich! Samurai! Los geht's! There's a lot of good.
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako. Down.
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly. And they kill the monk.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
En amaran la husis manye. Nima ulos. Chunio rock do sushi mag. I had a stuffed aflopan. Please, I do not understand. Uldawi, chamagot unhami. Ulfmi che yaven sagt. Chi ovelatno.
Oh, that's cool.
He called reinforcements. We have to move. That's our enemy.
That looks like a fun game, not gonna lie. That's a banana.
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, this looks cool. Sony out here with the good games. Roll. That's 2 games in a row that look cool. Is that a PlayStation? What a guy. Yep, that's PlayStation.
Hey, relax, relax. Everything okay? You can't be here. I'm putting you under arrest.
Ooh.
Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off of me.
Resident Evil boys.
Jesus Christ.
Money's in my account. Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction.
Good old-fashioned zombos.
Responsibility.
God damn it.
Rezzy.
Will you help me?
Of course. It's an impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
Oh.
It's coming. It's coming back.
Resident Evil 2. Let's go. '25th of January. Capcom?
Don't tell me what to do.
PlayStation. Dude.
From Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
Okay. Watch.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
It's Sora!
We're so happy. 'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
Still,
Captain.
it's a real shame we don't have a bigger ship.
This is the story, Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay. It's better swimming? Huh? Shot locks! Oh, let's go. Look at that Heartless. Wish I had better quality at the moment.
You back in the organization?
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I am looking for a box.
Get them!
Sora!
They have come for us.
Wait! Oh no! Stop!
Farewell.
Arendelle is safer with me staying up here.
Oh, please, go away.
And the unversed collected enough screams and sadness from those children.
Yeah, and the whole time they were trashing our company in the process!
You're following her.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts.
New 7 hearts?
Set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
Kyrie. Give it a clap. Oh, hey, that's a good music. Yeah. Just hitting too many things lately. You're all I need. Okay. Norman Reedus! It is Norman Reedus.
Porter Bridges. The man who delivers. Tears. Chiral allergy. So,
Norman Reedus.
you have dooms, like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
So the game takes place on Mars?
to 10. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The timefall fast forwards whatever it touches, but it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Your hand in flesh.
What's your status? Beryllium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No, they're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
Norman Reedus and his Norman Fetus. What the fuck? Death stand branding? Okay, know that it's anyway. I don't understand still.
A cryptobite a day keeps the timefall away.
Oh.
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Team Ninja. Ooh. Neo 2? I don't follow. Defy death. Stranding. Death defies you. I can't read that. All right. Oh, it was the Spider-Man that I missed.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
It's Rhino.
Surprise, Spider. Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years.
8 years? Stop brief.
No biggie.
The one thing I don't want you to. Oh. Is that the lizard behind him? I have to just rewind a bit. I want to watch this trailer.
The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
Yuri? I thought you said it was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party. Just in time for the fireworks.
Looks like we made parole, boys.
I'm out. Electro? Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Pounds.
Quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Oh, the Spider-Man game looks so good.
Get him down here! Like fish in a barrel. Catastrophic event detected. That doesn't sound good.
Oh, now we're all lagging and shit.
You like surprise, Spider?
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
This is too... Gotta stop this guy. If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer. Gotcha. Vulture, what?
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts. How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it?
It's an exclusive club.
Oh, I know that guy. I just don't remember his name. He's the person that basically invented anti-venom.
Remember, he said not to kill him. Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
You cheesing with the big villain? All right.
All right, that is the Sony PlayStation press conference, wrapping up with all things Spider-Man, which is a great big PlayStation exclusive that's coming out the end of this year. And joining me once again to break down all the biggest moments. I really took the game. Yeah.
Trailers. We're here.
I don't care about this filler stuff.
Yeah,
to be that, but then something happens that seems completely spontaneous at the same time. So
no, lots of great gameplay overall, but no Red Dead. And you wanted
yeah, we're fine. You know, it happens.
I want to say with Last of Us, the first game, as much as I love the gameplay was the weakest part, honestly. The story is incredible, the world building is incredible, everything about it is incredible, but the gameplay is the weakest part. And with The Last of Us 2, with what they showed today, the gameplay seems so much more improved, and it has me so much more excited because I know the story is going to be good, the voice acting will be incredible, everything about it will be good. If the gameplay is good, then it's the perfect game. It's just a perfect game.
Yeah, you're right. And Naughty Dog, I think you said it, evolving it, you know, Last was kind of an evolution of Uncharted, but this feels like sort of a real revolution in terms of how they're building the combat and the gameplay, so we're excited about that. Now, if you guys were to give PlayStation a grade in terms of A, B, C, D, how would you rate the PlayStation press conference, Brandon?
I really liked that we got good looks at these games. We were talking about Xbox earlier, and I like that they rattled off a bunch of announcements, but it's really nice to just get these long glances at these things. They're very honest. My head is just swimming from what we saw with Death Stranding, so I'll probably settle it at a B, maybe a B- if I can, if you'll allow it.
Yeah, you can do
just because that opening was bizarre, but I think they picked really good moments of these games.
Andy, what was your take?
Yeah, I mean, I think those are my favorite. I love long, like the long.
You see the real
pause.
game. It's not just like a 90-second trailer. You're getting like a true sense of the gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to get from it. So I feel like for only the 4 games, I really got a great experience. And then for the other games, they just seem so breezy, I guess, at that point, which seems kind of crazy to say about like a Resident Evil trailer or something like that. But I think it's kind of a balance, right? If you're going to go full in the other direction, it's finding that balance. And I think this year they maybe didn't have it perfected yet. But there is something there. I really like seeing the games at this level, but I also like seeing the developers talk. You know what I mean? I would have loved to have a little bit of scene setting from them to make it a little bit more interesting, I think, from my perspective. But you know, it's hard to complain. It's a great look at those 4 games, but it probably is in the B range. I mean, it just had just kind of weird pauses in it. You know what I mean? When it went to the desk at the beginning,
that was a little odd because I think based on people I was talking to there, I guess they were moving from one tent to the next. But I think for us watching the stream here in the studio, it was a little hard to understand exactly what was happening at that point.
You could have almost thought it was over at that point.
Right,
like
post-show.
Like the post-game,
Exactly. But anyways, then he said it moved to that other venue for the entire rest of the presentation, which seemed to work out.
And that's when it started cooking, you know, to your point. Like, that's when you started, like, everything started to flow, and you just kind of went from game to game to game, and that's when it really picked up.
Very cool. Marnie, what's the score?
Yeah, I second the wanting to hear from the devs. You know, I think that the long trailers are wonderful and it's
Yeah.
great, but it seemed a little bit fragmented without having, you know, like almost like closure in between each of the trailers that
Yeah.
we saw. I'd give it a B minus. I would have
Okay.
liked a little bit more of a flow to the show.
All right. Boogie, what was your take?
Well, you know, I'm a harsh critic.
Yeah.
And I give it a C, C+, because again, I got a lot of great games and a lot of great things to look forward to, but the presentation was off and it felt disjointed and weird. The last couple of years, they've had trouble with sound. I see a lot of people on Twitter saying they were getting double sound issues right at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, that happened.
And the bit of the front just didn't fit an E3 presentation. I love Sid. I love everybody who was on the stage, but it just feels weird and awkward. But again, this is a lot of big promises. But when as a gamer, I want to play. Now, I've got Spider-Man to look forward to this weekend and Death Stranding. I don't care how long it takes. You know, a wise man once said, a rushed game is, you know, bad forever, but you know, a game that they take the time, it's good forever, right? And so I really just want these games to come out when they're ready and when they're good. But you don't have anything for the show, right? I need at least a schedule. I need release dates. I need to have an idea of what to look
And also
forward to.
wondering, you know, what's actually going to be playable on the show floor, because tomorrow the E3 show floor opens over at the LA Convention Center, and you know, we see all these games at these press conferences, but it's like, what are we actually going to get to play? And I'm curious, out of all that Sony stuff, you would hope Spider-Man would be playable since it's coming out, you know, this fall. But out of all those other games, like, you know, I don't know, but I doubt we're going to get to play The Last of Us 2 or Death Stranding or any of those games at E3. So I'll be curious to see what we can actually play.
I always go into E3 trying to temper my hype, and I'm telling you, my heart is still beating 90 beats a minute, 100 beats a minute right now from that show. But I know, as a gamer who's been burnt over and over again in his whole life, I have to wait for the release dates. I have to know when it's out. But the adrenaline is still kicking right now. It's so good. This looks so good. It's a great show otherwise.
So now, you know, we are effectively, all the announcements are over for E3 except for whatever Nintendo's going to drop tomorrow in the morning. How would you guys say E3 is overall? I mean, it seems like there have been some cool games showcased, nothing totally, completely shocking. I mean, I don't know, like a Cyberpunk show was cool to see that, but it's like we haven't seen the gameplay yet on that. Anything that has really stood out to you guys is, you know, something that just blew your mind out of everything you've seen over the past 3 days?
Well, I mean, I think E3's changing, right? I mean, E3's changing as it becomes more of a consumer show and changes the way it goes. And I think it's gonna change the way we're gonna present games and what we're gonna get to see. But you know, like Cyberpunk looked way better than I thought. You know, just like what I thought it was gonna be. But you know, that is the same thing too. We're gonna get a lot of things that are videos that aren't gameplay yet. I saw a lot of games that I was like, even like Fallout 76. After even Todd sat there and explained it, I was like, I get what you're going
That's
for.
not even here at E3.
Yeah, but I need to play it to understand. There's just, it got to that point of so much info, but just not enough for me to truly understand.
No, he was here and I was asking a bunch of questions, and it's just like they're explaining some of it, but the fact that the game's not here and it's coming in November, it's kind of difficult to really evaluate like what's there, right?
What is there? And I think that's the thing that I got from even Microsoft. I got that from Ubi. I mean, we're going to get a chance to play some of these, you know, especially the ones that are coming sooner. But a lot of them, we're going to have to just go with some of the trailers and what we learn around them. And I think that's kind of part of the change of E3, right? Is to focus more on games that are coming out in 2018.
Here and now,
You know what I mean? And less on games that are coming out in the future. So we'll see as E3 changes more and more. But I do look around and say, look, there's a lot of great games for a lot of people with a lot of different tastes. And I think that's important. I mean, that's the most important thing.
That's cool. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, it's good. So
and tomorrow we'll get some Nintendo. All right, what are you expecting from Nintendo tomorrow? Smash Brothers, of course.
Smash, that'll be a big one. They've got their event tomorrow, so that'll be fun as well. You know, I really love seeing more and more games coming onto the Switch. And I think that's a huge reflection on the fact that they understand that their audience is aging up. And, you know, with the Switch, it's more of this, you know, beautiful sort of mature sort of platform. And so I think with more and more of these games coming onto it, I think they understand that it's us playing, not just our children.
I know the rumors have been floating around for Fortnite on the Switch. I've heard it, and I actually spoke with someone from Epic earlier, and I was too afraid to ask because I don't want to know the answer.
Did they give you an NDA?
Right? No, nothing to sign this time. But I'm like, I really hope that happens because when I talk about a console seller right now, I really feel like playing the Nintendo Switch via Wi-Fi in bed. I'm just so excited for Nintendo right now because growing up on a Nintendo system, I was so frustrated with the Wii U generation. I purchased every game, I played every game. I was the only one in the neighborhood that had a Nintendo, and it wasn't a good thing like when I was a kid, you know?
No, I think Fortnite, you know, it's on every platform out there, so it's coming to Switch. It's a question of when.
And I hope that's one of their biggest announcements tomorrow because I know that game is so socially relevant right now. It'll sell millions of consoles.
Well, and I wonder, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll drop it right away, or it's like the kind of thing where I think if once they announce it, it may come out quickly too. Because I don't see, you know, I'm actually surprised it's not on Switch yet because it's on every phone out there, every device, every computer, every console. So it's like. You think, and I think
not on
it'd be
Android.
a pretty compelling experience to be able to play Fortnite like that because you're not playing against someone on a console or PC from your phone, but maybe on a Switch you can actually have a competitive.
And some of these bigger games, Wolfenstein, Doom, they got to kind of downgrade the visuals a little bit, the performance. You just expect that coming to the Switch, and I'm sure Fortnite's gonna be gorgeous on that thing. You know, I don't think there's gonna be any discrepancy between the other platforms.
Yeah, the game scales very well, like to its platform.
I do want to say one thing about E3 this year that's really been fascinating. You know, my friends, I live in Bentonville, Arkansas, so my friends over at Walmart dropping the ball with the big
Walmart
big leap
Canada
this year. Walmart Canada. I know people that work on that team still right now.
Oh, really?
And you know, I asked them at some point. I'm like, hey, what happened? They're like, oh, we just messed up. You know, so I knew.
we didn't get Borderlands 3. There are a couple that
Splinter Cell
were in there. I asked Emo about that today. He was like, didn't sound like it's imminent that anything.
But I'm so amazed that all of the shows were still fantastic, even though we've all known for a few weeks that a lot of these games were coming out. They still managed to really capture the hype and really present these shows in an amazing way. My heart goes out to the developers and the publishers of these games that had a little bit of that hype stolen, but just a triumph to see them really, really drive it home regardless. You know, didn't knock any of the adrenaline out of them, didn't knock any of the momentum, and it was still a really great show all around.
All right.
I hope Nintendo can bring home.
So quickly go around. Game of the show so far, Brandon?
My game of the show so far.
I haven't played a lot, I know.
Okay, I actually think we're done.
I mean, I'm just
well
so
then.
about that.
All right.
Goodbye, my
Yeah,
friends.
I mean, I'm super psyched to play Spider-Man. I think it's, you know, everything comes from the play. I think
Bye-bye.
not my game of the show, but my surprise of the show, the thing that I'm really excited for, is the Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yes.
Wow.